Late last week at the Pray Vote Stand Summit in Washington, D.C., Donald Trump gave a speech where he attempted to attack President Biden for his complete, as Trump says, lack of mental competency. Trump has been saying for a while now that Biden is mentally incompetent. And if you're going to be throwing those charges against your rival, you got to make sure that you don't make any mistakes that are going to call into question your own mental competency. Unfortunately for Donald Trump, that is exactly what he did in that speech on Friday. And ever since then, people have been posting on social media that clearly Donald Trump is not mentally competent enough to be president of the United States. He began by saying this: "We have a man who is totally corrupt and the worst president in the history of our country, who is cognitively impaired, in no condition to lead, and is now in charge of dealing with Russia and possible nuclear war. Just think of it. We could be in World War II very quickly if we're going to be relying on this man, and far more devastating than any war. There will be a war if that happens. There will never be a war like this. It will obliterate everything there is, everybody. It will obliterate every country." So he kind of just starts rambling there like it'll be a war, a big war, bad war, war that kills everybody. Everybody's going to die in the war, just repeating himself in different phrasing for World War II. World War II. Biden is leading us into World War II, which begs the question, where the hell is the time machine? Right? I mean, if Biden is like, America, we're going to World War II, then we all better hop on the magic school bus because that's about the only way we're going to get there. So yeah, that's a pretty big gaffe, a gaffe that he didn't catch. But hey, listen, sometimes people make mistakes, right? I do this every day. I talk every day. Trust me, there's plenty of mistakes. But when something like that happens, I'll correct it. I won't just continue on and be like, yeah, so I messed up, but that guy's totally mentally incompetent. Like, no, you've got to be flawless if you are calling out somebody else's mental competency. But that wasn't the only part of it. Donald Trump then said that he is beating Obama very badly in the polls right now, and that he beat Obama very badly in 2016. Now, for those keeping track at home, President Obama did not run for office in 2016. He was, in fact, term limited. And because of that, he is also not running for president in 2024. But Trump's beaten him badly, he says. So Trump is bragging about beating somebody who wasn't running in either of those elections, somebody he's actually never run against. And he has the audacity to say that Biden is the one that is mentally incompetent. And here's the thing, polls came out last week, majority of voters like, yeah, Trump's too old too. So Trump has been on this kick trying to be like, no, it's not the age, it's the mental competency. He has, of course, brought back up the fact that he, as he puts it, aced his mental competency test, the person, man, woman, camera, TV thing. But Biden's mentally incompetent because he's trying to distinguish like, hey, you can be old and mentally competent like I am, or you can be old and mentally incompetent like Biden. And then he goes out, vomits out a word salad like this, and it makes everybody realize like, nope, you're pretty much mentally incompetent just as much as anybody else out there. So again, if you're going to attack somebody's mental acuity, you better be flawless in that attack, because there's no room for error when you're trying to paint yourself as the only one mentally competent enough to win this race. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.